Good morning guys, welcome back. We're running out of hardwood, so we're going to crack on with some softwood rings for the kindling machine. I'm going to take you through that process. As you can see, we've got some 4.9 metre spruce down from the stack. I'm just going to have to pull the timber deck away from the barn, and because otherwise they fall off, they're too long. So we need to pull it away about 2 feet. That will then allow there will be more weight on the deck rather than hanging off. Can't go too far because once it falls off, or once it rolls off the end of the timber deck, it can fall down. So there's a fine line between being too far and too close. So you can see we're pretty straight with the process now. Just need to come this way about 2 inches, and then we're nice and central. Long logs. So we're going to make some softwood cubes for the kindling machine. It's going to save us hand splitting everything, just to try and automate it a little bit. So what we've done, come around the back of the split 400, and the size of the log is determined by this rod here. So I've pulled it out to the biggest setting, and that should then make a big square, and they'll be perfect to put through the kindling machine as well as dry beforehand. Just keep an eye on these fingers, make sure the springs are on them. But it's a super simple design. All this mechanism here is what flicks over the different valves for the splitting knife to go through, and also the fingers to go back and forward. Just make sure everything's pretty clean. Can't get a lot of traction here. Right. I'm just going to adjust the, so we're obviously on the 25 centimetre setting here, but because we're cutting the rings to 19 centimetres or so, it should still be fine. The fingers will still pick them up. I wouldn't have said it will work on a 6-inch setting, which is 15 centimetre. So we're just going to adjust this plate here. That's the measuring plate. So slacken these 2 Allen keys off. And then we push it out. There is little lines on here, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines, it's 20 centimetres. So a little bit more than 4 lines. Should be about 19. Just to make sure it does go through the kindling machine. That'd be the worst thing, doing a day's processing on rings or cubes, and they don't quite fit in the kindling machine. So it's better to be slightly too small. So make sure you clamp these down nice and tight, because if this moves when the log is pushing against it, it then makes the log length longer, and you won't kind of recognise straight away. So, right, Andy's put on a new chain this morning. Well, a new sharpened chain, nice and tight. That will slacken off slightly when it gets warmed up, so that's good. Right, just warming up the wood cutter. A little bit slow at the moment. Nice rings. Quite big knots in here. just make sure the splitter's full before we turn it on. That's how much it's moving now. Waiting for a ring again. That's moving so much now. So this is where the wood cutter's not going to keep up, because the splitter moves the rings forward so much. Could even turn the splitter down just so it's not so violent, just so it moves everything a little bit slower. Probably a little bit too slow. Off a little bit. As you can see, these blocks are going to be perfect for putting through the killing machine, and they'll dry a little bit more even as well. We'll get bits like that, but that'll still go through the killing machine. There's no effort used now, and on the bigger stuff, the stuff that's like this big, it's going to be a game changer. So I've just found a sweet spot, I think, with the speed. Don't want it too fast, don't want it too slow. It's only just keeping up. Got a nice steady amount of logs going up the conveyor. Nice and steady. Are you recognising the better picture quality off the iPhone? Let me know in the comments. We are just heading off on a delivery to the pizza man. 2 cages this time. That will then see him through, way through to the next year. And he's just putting a few cages away out the kiln, and we'll put this stuff in the kiln today as well. Pretty overcast day. Me and Woody, top delivery dog. And yeah. So it doesn't look very promising getting any wood out, well, this year anyway. 14th or 15th of December. And we're not going to get any more hardwood in, I don't think, before now and the new year, at least. We need some good heavy frosts and some dry weather. I'll insert a video here yesterday driving back from a delivery, and the road just down from me completely flooded. It was like a river. Feels like all the roads coming up underneath. take it nice and easy and we get through. Just about got through in this thing. There was 2 broken cars. We've had so much rain. Haven't experienced the winter like it in a long time. It just seems relentless. You have one, well, when I say dry day, it just doesn't rain. It's not sunny at all, it's just damp. And then the next day you have 2 inches of rain. Honestly, it's just relentless. I showed a video of here as well, leaving yesterday. So as you can see, my little bank here has made a hell of a difference. So this is what happens. Build up of leaves. Just had a huge downpour. All the leaves block up the drain. It then and just doing this for the next like 2 months. Just does it straight away. And then it just takes all of the road planings and hardcore off the track. So that's why I built this banking, to try and direct it straight back into the ditch. That's a lot of water. Right. Leaves just packed into the grate on the road, and then it obviously goes over the grate because it's packed in with leaves, and then it runs all down my track. And before I put this lip in, I do try and explain it in the video, it would run down the whole track and wash all the hardcore and roadstone out. And so I've put this lip in and it's working a treat. I mean, but you can see how much erosion here where it's going down into the ditch. Hundreds of litres of water. So we're gonna have to figure out a permanent plan here. I would like to widen the entrance itself. It's kind of weird. You can't turn left out of here with a tractor and trailer or any sort. I mean, it's a struggle with this in a trailer. So it's not really designed for turning left. So I think if we can take back the hedgerows there and replant them along here, so we're not losing any hedgerow, we'll replant it along here, widen this out slightly, and it does need a concrete apron here on the road because we can or do drag out a little bit of mud from the track. So I'm always trying to improve things and just make things a little bit smarter. So we'll have to look at that, and maybe an electric gate, that'd be nice. So yeah, like I was saying, we've had so much rain recently. All the roads are flooded, and it's a nightmare trying to keep logs dry when you're out in deliveries. Luckily enough, I bought this this sheet just in time for the winter. But you drop logs off, and if people haven't left a sheet, then I do try and cover them. If I've got a spare bag, like bulk bag, I try and cover them up. I do try and tell my customers, if you've got like a ground sheet or something, I can cover them up. Or if they're there and they've got space in the garage, I do drag them into the garage. But yeah, it's kind of the last couple of weeks before Christmas. It is Thursday, I think 14th, and I'm working up to, is it Friday the 22nd? I think so, next Friday, and then I'm having a couple of days off, and then we've got to get the kiln going again. So it's going to be a bit relentless, but nice to have a couple of days off, the family. Me and Woody, you want a couple of days off, do you? I know you guys like seeing Woody. He is a top dog, top delivering dog. He loves coming out of me in the truck. And he likes this truck because it's a big window and he can see out of it. He likes to see everyone, see everything. So I'll tell you what we do need is some cold, dry weather again. It's I I'll be honest, it just gets me down the dumps, this wet weather, and it's just such hard work. Snow and ice is just like a different thing, really. I mean, especially just cold and icy is nice. Everything's dry. I know it's a bit of a pain with things frozen, but you kind of get on with it. Where rain, there's not much you can do about it. It's just ruins everything. And the whole timber situation is a bit of a worry, if I'm honest. I've never been in the position where I haven't managed to get timber. And there is timber cut in the woodland, and there is jobs ahead as well for the harvester, which I will try and film, maybe in the spring, summer when it's drier. And I'll get the new drone out. I've bought a new drone, so we are going to be bringing some more content, better content in the new year. Really starting to enjoy this YouTube malarkey now. So we've bought a drone, and I'm going to start filming a bit more on the iPhone because the quality is better. And then if there's any sort of action, or if I have to mount the camera in the digger, etc., it will be on the DJI Action 3, which I use. But yeah, it's going to be a good year. I'm looking forward to it. It's just the whole timber situation is a bit worrying. Yeah, the timber has been cut and is currently on the woodland floor, but they just can't get the forwarder in without making an absolute mess. And it's not worth it, basically. The time and money spent making the mess better again isn't quite covered in the price of the timber. So it's not worth it to them, and the landowners aren't too happy about it. So currently both machines are all just parked up, and they will be for at least till the new year anyway. It needs to stop raining today, not rain for a good couple of weeks really, and get some dry weather, and that should change things up a bit. And then when they start moving timber, we're going to buy a lot of it. We need a good couple of 100 tons in the yard, just trying to save the day really. We're on a constant between 1 and 2 loads a week, so between 25 and 50 ton a week. And obviously we're not necessarily processing all of that, because some of it is small and we are putting up the track. But like I said in the previous video, it's like money in the bank. Well, it's better than money in the bank, because money in the bank at the moment is doing nothing. Just like the timber's doing on the woodland floor, you know. If the timber was in my yard, I could process it, dry it and sell it. You know, that's the way I look at it. Invest in timber. Any spare money you've got, timber. Because it does come in peaks and troughs when you can get it, and also weather. You don't know what the weather's going to do. So we'll just keep persisting, try and get through this little lull, and then once the timber starts coming out again, we'll get a load in. Right, we're nearly there, so I may well film the forklift unloading, and we've got some more domestic deliveries to do this morning, well this afternoon. I don't know how many we've got on today. I think we've got 2 loads today, so 12 bags. Not too bad if they're local. If they're not local, then it's going to be a busy day. Haven't actually looked at the book yet. Thank you everyone. We have hit 6,000 subscribers now. Just coming up to 6,100 kind of number, which is exciting. Thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I'll start looking at a bit of merch maybe. A couple of you have mentioned it. Obviously I have the uniform anyway, but we'll possibly look at merch when we get to around 10,000 subscribers. So if you're keen for merch, make sure you leave it in the comments. Share to anyone that you think will be interested, because that will get us up to that 10,000 subscriber mark, and we'll get the ball rolling. We're here, Woody. We're here. not done. Do fancy one of them pizzas now. He does make some lovely pizzas. He pre-cooks or part cooks the bases in the mornings. So then when it comes to the evening, puts the sauce on and then just quick fires it, not heats them up, but just finishes them off cooking them. And you can do a pizza every 30 seconds in that fire, because obviously the base is part cooked. But also it helps with getting them real like crispy and nice and cooked evenly through. So that's what he does. Seems to work well. And when he goes to events, it means he can get more out every day. I'm probably going to do a separate little video to promote my new Instagram for Oak Farm Firewood YouTube channel. It's just a separate one from the business Oak Farm Firewood, where there'll just be more up-to-date posts, videos, and just tell you when the releases are going to be. But we are aiming for every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes we do a Sunday video if I have enough content from that week and if I'm not too busy with the business. But Sundays will always be a bonus video. It's not guaranteed, but make sure you put your notifications on, and then if I do release one, you'll know about it. That's what I was going to talk about. I have gone ahead and ordered the crane. The crane is on its way. It should be here in the next couple of days. They had it in stock, so the crane has been bought. The PTO kit for the gearbox has been bought because I was doing a lot of research, and a PTO pack off the gearbox is a lot more reliable, faster and stronger than a 12-volt power pack. Alternatively, you could have a petrol power pack, but that's a lot of noise. And the only real advantage to that is if your vehicle isn't compatible with a PTO kit. So that's the way I've gone. And like I said, it's ordered. It won't be on before New Year. But I did pull my back last Monday. And it's currently Thursday, and it's got a lot better, but it's still a little bit, you know, you're doing something. I'm still obviously dragging the bags off because I have to. Deliveries have been booked in, I can't just stop doing that. So I'm still dragging the bags off, trying to reduce how much I drag them when I drop them off. But I mean, the back, it's 90% there. I just don't want to put it backwards again now. Yeah, not there. That's screaming through though, that's fast. Once again guys, I have turned this down, that's why it's running so slow. So that's a darn sight easier than splitting by hand. eating away into the seasoned. Another 6 bags on. Andy's getting lots done today. This is perfect. Look at that stream of sap in there. Very sappy. It's going to take some drying, I know that much. It's working well. And we'll get killed 2 stacked up with this stuff, I think. Get it nice and dry. I'm head off on some more deliveries now. So there is stuff getting done now. I'm well on my way, which is great. Andy's really picked it up. Just got to put one more bolt bag on the grafter, and then we'll be heading out. Just got back to base. Just in the delivery driver. This is the first part of the crane. So this is the PTO pump. I believe it is anyway. It's the PTO pump that bolts onto the gearbox. And that's what runs the hydraulics of the crane. So first bit's here, and all going well, the crane should be here tomorrow. So that's exciting. Andy's been doing a grand job while I've been away delivering. All this block we've done today, well, since lunchtime really, started at lunch. So, what's it been? About 5 hours. He's having to load the deck, go and get timber, sawdust, everything on his own. So that's going to get a little bit longer. Slowly clearing up all the empty cages. There wasn't any point in moving them twice, moving them all over there and then picking them back up again. So we put a big block over there, and then whatever we needed now is just clearing them up really. a whole kiln load. We got a whole kiln load there, and then we've got half a kiln load at the moment of kindling. Bit of tidying up here. Tell you what, I don't miss driving on this road paintings. We'll have this concrete soon enough, hopefully. It's so bumpy. Turned it up right on the sweet spot. This stuff is going to be absolutely perfect for the Kindling Pro. They're going to dry a bit more even in the kiln like this, I'm hoping, and a bit more manageable. Right guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Bit of processing and delivering, which is just a new way of making our kindling blocks for the Kindling Pro. We're going to try and dry them now in the kiln, and that will save us double handling the nets themselves. Otherwise we process it green, dry it in IBCs, and then have to then restack them on the pallets, which is an option, but the wood does shrink inside the net and then it makes a slightly looser net. So it's not as good for the end product kind of visually. So it's just the way we kind of like trying to do things. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like and share. It really helps the channel. I'll see you guys in the comments and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.